My mother, her name is Catherine Ann Weninger. Her maiden name is Catherine Vogt. And she grew up in West Bend on Vogt Drive. Right on Paradise and 18th was where the family farm was. Now, my mother grew up. She helped get the milk ready that they actually sold to residents in the city of West Bend. My mom and her brothers and sisters worked very hard on that farm, and they also had the Vogt Dairy. If any of you out there know of any of those dairy bottles, I would like one, and I've been looking, and they're hard to find. So I'm really grateful for my family roots in West Bend. My mother attended Holy Angels Catholic School till 8th grade, and then she went on to West Bend High School, and I believe that's where Badger Middle School is, and then that's where she met my dad. So my dad and her united in their early 20s, and next thing you know it, they had 9 kids, and of course I'm one of them. And we grew up in the family farm. And what did my mother make? She made a lot of stuff. We had a garden that was as big as you could imagine, and in that garden we grew everything you could think of because it all got canned and it all got put in the fruit cellar down in the basement. We had a humongous fruit cellar, and we lived off of that. And we had chickens, so that, we collected eggs every day. We lived off of that, and then of course we had dairy cattle as well. So my mother, what she made was the best roast turkey ever. No, I don't think I've ever, to this day, sorry Chris, that's my wife, I don't think anybody has made as good of a roast turkey as my mom.
My mother, Dolores Simonis, made the best peanut butter balls on the planet. My one sister would make them every Christmas and hand them out to everybody as a Christmas gift. And then one year, my other sister said, "Can she stop with the peanut butter balls?" And we all said, "No, we want them." What, are you kidding me?
My mother, Patricia Slatinshek, maiden name O'Hara, made the best chocolate cake. It was all done from scratch, and her recipe was in her head. She made everything from the cake to the frosting, and I wish to this day I had the recipe, or she would have told me the recipe before she passed, because I've never had another cake that moist, that just as moist, as fluffy. It was perfect. Every time she made it, it was the exact same. There was no deviation, and she'd make it once a year for my birthday, and that was my birthday cake, and I really miss her.
Hello, my mother's name was Lorraine Stefan Kiesen. She made the most awesome potato sausage ever. Amongst other things, she'd make all our quilts, all our pillowcases and things like that. She was awesome at doing all kinds of things, but potato sausage is probably her best.
My mother was Ethel. Her maiden name was Vogel. Sundays, people would come over or we would visit, and there was always a meal made. And like one of my cousins recently told me, he says, "I don't know how your mom made it, but before we left, we had a meal," and she was in the kitchen, and that's why I remember my mom.
My stepmom, Judy Warnicki Strupp, she made the best, and still makes the best, French onion soup and stuffed green peppers. Nobody can top those. Just, we've tried to repeat it ourselves. We can't. She's told us what's in it. Doesn't work out when we make it, but when she makes it, it's got to be just the way she does it that makes it that much better for us.
So my mother's name is Libby Ann Evans, and her maiden name is Castle. Something that she made that really kind of can't be beat is her spaghetti sauce. That's really good.
Why?
Got a lot of flavor. Her spaghetti sauce is really good because of that. I don't know at that point.
My mom is Chris Weninger. Her maiden name is Schulteis. She makes the best lasagna. I think the secret is extra cream cheese and extra cheese on top.
Yeah. Obviously Mark's very large, and I'm not the smallest kid in the world either. And I think that just shows what we think of her cooking. Like it's very good, and only having one portion was always like a disgrace. Like you don't like my cooking?